everyone, my name is Vina, aka Miss WOCReader, and welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to share some witchy fantasies with you guys, specifically ones by Black authors, since normally when we see these witchy fantasy lists, they're very white, and the only ones by Black author you normally see are like The Year of the Witching, which love that book, read it twice, but also there's some other great books out there. So this isn't all the ones that I've read, and there are some good ones coming out this year too, but these are just a few to get you started. We're starting with a middle grade witch series. This is Wild Seed Witch by Marty Dumas. Hassani's post 7th grade summer to-do list is pretty simple. Expand her makeup YouTube channel and figure out how to get her parents back together. What she does not expect is that an emotional outburst will spark a latent magic ability within her, or that the magic would attract the attention of actual witches, or that before she can say #BlackGirlMagic, she'd be shipped off to a fancy finishing school. Les Belles de Demoiselles is a literal charming school. Here, generations of young ladies from old money witch families learn to harness their magic, and alumni grow to become some of the most powerful women across industries, including politicians, philanthropists, CEOs, entrepreneurs, and even social media influencers. Needless to say, admission to the school is highly coveted, very exclusive, and Hassani feels like she doesn't fit in. While the other students have always known they were witches, Hassani is a wild seed, a stray witch from a family of non-witches with no background knowledge, no way to control her magic, and a lot of catching up to do. Will Hassani find her place and learn to use her magic, or is she doomed to stick out like a weed in a rose bouquet? So this is a wild witch. So if you are a middle grade lover, or if you're looking for something for a young girl, I recommend picking this one up. It's a 3-book series. Next, I have some YA recommendations. This one is The Witchery by S. Isabel. Halesford, Florida is a hellmouth, or at least that's what Logan, a new witch struggling to control her powers, thinks when she arrives to begin school at Mesmordes Coven Academy. She is immediately taken under the wing of the infamous Red Three. Iris, a death witch who wants nothing more than to break the town's curse. Talia, the talented green witch on the run from her religious family and a past that still haunts her. And Julia, one of the most extraordinary witches at the academy whose thirst for power may lead her down a dark path. With the haunting season approaching, wolves will soon rise from the swamp to kill, and the humans and witches must work together to survive the yearly onslaught. And the stakes couldn't be higher as 2 boys from Hammersmith School prepare to make their first sacrifices to the witches in exchange for protection. But old dangers lie in wait, and the cost to break the curse may be greater than any witch or human could ever know. So this is The Witchery. It is a duology. Love Spells Trouble by Nia Davenport. Kaden is well aware of that. Her witch mom was shunned by her high society parents when she fell in love with Kaden's human dad. Now the family business is in trouble due to wealthy witches gentrifying her historic Texas neighborhood. So Kaden is appalled when she realizes she unknowingly went on a date with Coven It Boy Kai Carter. But when her father's bakery has an influx of new customers, she realizes Kai might just be a solution to her family's problems. Kaden absolutely cannot be with a Coven boy, but that doesn't mean she can't pretend to be. Suddenly, Kaden is thrown into the Coven system she grew up despising, but it turns out embracing her witchy side is actually fun. As she spends more time with Kai, their fake dating starts to lead to real feelings, and even though she's doing this for her family, Kaden knows she's also betraying them. Her parents may have put her love before everything else, but is Kaden willing to do the same? And this is a standalone. This is Spells to Forget Us by Aislinn Brophy. Luna is a powerful witch, known for her skills and feared for her temper. She's set to preserve her family's legacy by becoming the head of Boston's Witch Council, a job she does not want. Kofi is an unmagical girl. Raised under the lens of her influencer family, she's grown up in the public eye. Now she yearns for privacy, but knows her parents won't oblige. Just when they are at their lowest, Kofi and Luna find each other and start dating. As decreed by magic law, Luna casts a spell that will erase Kofi's memories of their history together if they ever break up. But when Kofi and Luna end things, it's both of them who forget. That is, until they meet again, are swept off their feet, and recover all the memories of their last attempt at dating. So begins the story of two star-crossed lovers who keep finding their way into each other's orbits, even as the universe pulls them apart. When they set out to break the cycle, will they be strangers forever or last together? So this is Spells to Forget Us. It's also a standalone. The Poisons We Drink by Bethany Baptiste. Love potions are a dangerous business. Brewing has painful, debilitating side effects, and getting caught means death or a prison sentence. But what Venus is most afraid of is the dark, sentient magic within her. When an enemy's iron bullet kills her mother, Venus's life implodes. Keeping her reckless little sister Janice safe is now her responsibility. When the powerful Grand Witcher, the ruthless head of her coven, offers Venus the chance to punish her mother's killer, she has to pay a steep price for revenge. The cost? Brew poisonous potions to enslave DC's most influential politicians in order to pass legislation that will protect witchers for years to come. As Venus crawls deeper into the corrupt underbelly of her city, the line between magic and power blurs, and it's hard to tell who to trust, herself included. So this is The Poisons We Drink. It's also a standalone. Now I have a couple of adult picks. This is An Unlikely Coven by M.A. Kavita. After 7 long years, Joan Greenwood is finally returning home. Unfortunately, her family totally forgot about it. Joan's homecoming is lukewarm at best, but it soon turns disastrous when news hits that someone has created a spell that can turn an ordinary human into a powerful witch, threatening the balance of the magical world and the Greenwood family's place at the top of it. When her best friend confesses that he has secretly, accidentally saved this human-turned-witch from an uncertain fate, Joan is thrust headfirst into a desperate race to undo the spell before it does permanent damage to its unwilling host. Soon, Joan finds herself drawn deeper into the heart of the city's magic, into an uncertain alliance with a very attractive family rival, and far beyond the limits of everything she thought her own magic capable of. This is An Unlikely Coven, and it is the first in, I believe, a 3-part series. Next we have Bad Witches by H.B. Akamiya. The witch sphere is in turmoil. In the years since a stunning betrayal sent shockwaves through society, the sphere was hit with a crisis. Witches are giving birth to more typics, non-witches, and their numbers are diminishing. Nadia is determined to help, but finds her efforts at the witch health organization entangled with the political machinations of her powerful mother. A public relations assistant, a teacher, and a former child star walk into a bar bathroom on what happens to be all of their 22nd birthday, and like many 20-somethings, they become fast, tipsy friends. But unlike most 20-somethings, their night of partying ends with an accidental act of magic. Suddenly, Amaya, Gabby, and Alali find themselves thrust into a world of spells and potions with only a mysterious mentor as a guide. As the girls learn to harness their new power, Nadia starts to notice spikes in the magic baseline and suspects an unknown cadre of witches may be the key to solving the Tippett crisis. Can this unlikely coven come together and save the sphere, or are there darker forces at play? Either way, these bad witches are going to find a way to have some fun. The Vanish Witch by A.J. Locke, and this is the first in a 3-book series. There are few things that could land a witch in hot water. One is having stronger magic than most. like a Vanish Witch who can make not only objects but people disappear. Another is being in possession of amulets that contain ghosts whose touch is death. Katane Nerys has both, but she keeps the flirtatious ghost hidden, stays off the High Coven's radar, and keeps up appearances with her local coven, while secretly using her magic to banish the corrupt and violent from her city. Until a hit goes horribly awry and Kit ends up vanishing instead. She's shocked when she ends up in a chaotic, parallel world and realizes that everything Vanish Witches made disappear wound up there, including her boyfriend, Myrick, who Kit never meant to make disappear at all. Kit and Myrick's reunion is passionate, but they need to get back home. But that's easier said than done when every bad soul Vanish Witches use their magic on are gunning for Kit, wanting their pound of flesh. When a mysterious and powerful witch presents a way home, Kit and Mark will do whatever it takes to fulfill the conditions that will free them before the enemy enacts a vanishing act on them that sticks. So if you are into witchy fantasies, I recommend checking some of those out. If you have any black witch fantasies that you enjoyed, let me know in the comments section down below. If you like this video, make sure and hit that like button. Thanks so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!